Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And with Mother's Day rapidly approaching, I figured no better time than to do a mom's Q&A. So I'm going to be asking her 20 questions, and I tried to choose ones that I actually don't know the answer to. There's like one or two that I think I might know, but it'd be interesting for you guys to hear them. So, number one, did I get more good qualities or bad qualities from you?
Ooh, well, you have your Carolisms, which are the bad qualities. But you also are caring, which I am, even though the Carol haters think I'm not.
No, I know you are.
That's a tough question. You got a lot of me.
It's weird though, because we're humans. So something that's a good quality in my dad could be a good quality in you, and it doesn't mean I got it from a certain
Right.
person. So
Okay.
yeah,
You have a lot of good and you have a lot of Carolism.
I think I get my feistiness from you. I don't get that from anybody else. So it's good, but I don't consider that bad. Some people do.
Sometimes you need a filter, sometimes you don't, and we don't know when to use the filter and when not to. So that's why a lot of people like me and like you.
Yes. I don't like labeling them good or bad. It depends on the person that's judging.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So, number two, what is the funniest thing I said or did as a child?
Instantly I come to you singing in the Sherry's shoe on the couch. That is like, it makes me crack up.
So Annie.
Singing
Annie, for
Annie.
people that don't know.
You loved the movie Annie and you sang it 24/7. You made us all sit on the furniture and we were your audience, and you would wear your Grandma Lillian's high heel shoes in your little dress, and then you needed a microphone at some point, and your aunt's shoe, who was crossing her legs, was perfect height for you. So you sang into her shoe. And that's like instantly what I go back to.
That's like all I think of too, and I think, or like little things like gas is off, or we just flex to you, and those little things that stuck.
When you were making pie.
What are you making? Pie.
Pie.
Some of these I'm like, I don't know. Who was the first person you told that you were pregnant with me?
Your father.
That's it? No juice?
Nope, your father. I was terrified to tell Nani and Papa. And your father right away told Lillian, and Lillian's remark was, so?
Well, good. We don't all have great stories from telling people, like, you know.
I was 18.
Oh yeah, it's not a question, but you found out, so you got pregnant when you were 18 and you had me when you were 19?
Correct.
And that was January, so it was going to be a while till you turned 20.
Correct.
So, okay. Number 4, what would my name have been if I was the opposite gender?
Brendan Michael.
And did you just like the name? Was it from an actor, or like? And did Dad like that too? Like, did you both decide that it would be that?
I'm pretty sure your dad and Rich Wagner called you Crystal the entire time.
Yes. That's weird.
Isn't it?
Foreshadowing.
That your father married a Crystal.
Yeah. Yep.
Crystal likes razor blades. Crystal likes sawdust. You were Crystal in my stomach. I'm not sure how your dad felt about Brendan, but he was going to have to deal with it if that was your name. I kept writing Cash Money Brothers from, oh my God, I just brain farted. What's the name of that movie?
I still have never seen it.
Cash Money Brothers, somebody help me, because I kept writing CMB, and that's how you got.
We can look it up and insert.
It was my favorite movie of all times at that time.
So Cash Money Brothers, CMB, that's how I Cayla Marie Bazank. This I have no idea, and I've seen pictures of me, so I don't know. and I don't think babies look like anybody. They look like gremlin and aliens, but who did I look more like when I was a baby, you or Dad?
You were born a Bazank, and you are still a Bazank to me with your eye slouch.
Stop. Look it, I make them better with makeup. I'm not so.
You do, but there's no denying the Bazank eye.
That's fine. I'm fine with that.
Yep.
Gee,
Nothing negative against the Bazanks, but I love the Bazank eye.
this one I don't know, and I'm gonna see if you were like a good mom and like spent time with me. Do you remember reading a specific children's book to me, like more than any other book?
Yes, the big fat purple one with the million stories in it, and I read them all.
Oh, like the nursery rhyme, like fables, whatever.
Yeah.
When I was picking the questions, I totally had in my mind one book, and you didn't say it, and I'm surprised. But I completely forgot about that book, and now I'm like picturing it, and it had gold pages.
Yes.
I remember it. Where the heck is that?
It is in the garage in a box.
Oh my God, I want it. I have a daughter now. We're supposed to be passing these down.
Okay, we will do that when it's warm out.
Okay. The book I thought you were gonna say was the I'll Love You Forever book about how the baby puts the watch in the toilet and stuff. I don't know. I feel like I remember that one a lot.
See, I didn't remember it. I just remember that big purple book because I used to say, okay, it's time for a story, Cayla. And you'd bring me the big book and just read this. I'm like, we're not reading this whole book tonight, but I will read you a story.
I was smart.
You were.
Number 7, who helped you take care of me the most?
Your father was a big 0. Sorry. So I would have to say Lillian while we lived there.
I assume.
And then your dad kind of smartened up and helped me while I went to work.
I got
Sorry, Dan.
It's okay. We're on the same page. He knows my thoughts and feelings, and now we're good, and we're older, and
he's a good dad to you now.
And
he wasn't a bad dad.
No, he was young. Yeah.
And he could care less about, oh, look how cute she is. Just look at her, look how cute she is. Oh, Jason, we got to order this part to build this engine. And that was how life was.
I know. He's made up for it, but I am still more mature than him. So there's no, that's never going to change.
Can I add that, like, you never went without? Your dad never let you go without. So that's different than spending time with. You never went without.
Right.
Your daddy made sure of that.
For sure.
Ooh.
I feel like you're just gonna be nice. There's only like one. I was pretty okay. I'm ruining it. Did you hate any of the friends I ever had over?
I don't think so.
I feel like
I know that one very in particular person was fake to me, but I didn't realize until later, and his name starts with a B. But other than that, I felt like all your friends were real. And he was your ex-boyfriend. Because you don't know who B is.
Wait.
Like, he was quiet and shy and never spoke.
Oh, that kind of fake. I'm like, wait. He wasn't a hater. Like, he didn't talk, but completely different human from being around family members to just being with me, or even with his family. I feel like he was kind of timid, but he came out of his shell way more with his family. But I swear, like, he was a completely different person around me.
He was a mouse.
Yeah. His mom watches these.
Oh, hi, Linda.
Bye. Oh, wait. Well, back to the friend thing. I feel like patting myself on the back. I was a pretty good judge of character. I didn't pick any like scumbag friends, you know?
Yeah, I don't recall ever saying, I don't want them in this house.
There was one, and it was a very, very quick friendship, and I was over it. And oh my God, I'm not going to name names because I feel like it's not right. But I will never forget I will never forget when, like, because I was such a good judge of character and I had like pretty normal friends, when I like had one bad apple, even I was like, I don't want to be friends with the person. They smoke weed. I don't like it. And then Randy's like, Cayla, you know, sometimes your friends are gonna smoke weed. It doesn't mean you have to, but it doesn't mean they're bad people. I'm like, no, I'm just not interested.
Yeah.
So,
See, we taught you well.
oh, I feel like you
Oh,
you
no.
wanted no kid. You wanted to take me out back and old yeller me. Did you want a boy or a girl when you found out you were pregnant?
I wanted to hang myself.
It's okay. Be honest.
Honestly, in my mind, I was scared to death and didn't care what I was getting. But in the back of my mind, I thought I had Sean. Sean was my baby. So I thought, well, I took care of him, played with him. He was my toy.
Yeah.
So I thought I wanted a son, but then you came out and you were perfect.
Aw, thanks. Then you had 2 girls.
Yep.
Then 2 boys. Oh, this I don't feel like I know, but maybe I do because you just said it. Did you know the gender before you had me?
Yes. But
Like,
you're so old now, I can't remember how
I
it
know,
happened.
and but I'm an a-hole, and I'm thinking back like, oh, that was the Stone Age. There weren't ultrasounds, and it wasn't that long ago. So
I'm trying to think where I had my sonogram because we didn't have the great Bridget then.
right.
Bridget did the boys. I think I just had it done at the hospital.
I had all
went.
my ultrasounds with Kennedy done at a hospital. Like I
I
didn't.
have to ask your father that question
Were,
because
do you remember that he was with you when you found out the gender?
I'm pretty sure he was. I'm pretty sure he came to every appointment because I would stab him in his eye if he didn't.
He has a very good memory, so hopefully when he watches this, he'll fill me in because I want to know, like, if he remembers sitting there knowing, oh my God, I'm a young parent and I'm having a baby girl. Like, what were your feelings? You know?
Yeah, I can't remember where we were.
It's okay. Were you too young to even be excited at that point, or were you like, oh my God, I'm having a little girl?
No, I think I was still trying to hide it from Nani and Papa. So
Oh my God. So how long did you go before they knew? I didn't know that, and that's one of these questions towards the end. That's interesting. I did not know that.
So do we want to wait till we get to that question?
It's more like there could be another answer for it, so it's okay. Go ahead. How
Okay.
long? Because I'm dying to know. How long did you get before you told them?
Well,
And I feel like you were more scared of Papa, not Nana. Like,
correct.
but they
I
were
thought
a packaged deal.
I thought Papa was gonna beat the shit out of me. Not that he ever hit me. But he had eyes and words that would scare anybody.
Right.
I had you in January. I lived with Aunt Karen and Uncle Jeff on Kmart because when I told them I was pregnant, Bill said, pack your stuff and get out. So I lived in my car, actually your dad's car. I lived in your dad's car for a couple days at Rich Wagner's house, stayed there for a couple days, went with the Garinos, and then Papa Ron's had us over for dinner and said, we don't want you to be there. We want you to be nowhere else but here. So I was very appreciative because I was cold in the car, and not a lot of people know that story. I had you in January. I was like 6 months.
And you were like teeny tiny.
I know.
So you either didn't show till later because I was your first baby, so maybe.
Yeah, I hid it.
Oh my God, I didn't know
hid
that.
it for as long as I could. But now you think about it, and I think, like, I had 2 goals for you and your sister: graduate high school and don't get pregnant during school. And thank God you both did it. Because no one should be scared when they're pregnant.
Right.
And I was.
What TV show was I most obsessed with as a kid?
Barney. Everything was Barney. Because he sings. Go figure.
And now Kennedy only watches things that have music. It depends what you consider like when I was a kid. Okay, I loved Barney when I was younger. I also loved Big Comfy Couch, that type of stuff. So, because I specifically remember loving Big Comfy Couch and wanting to live there and be Lunette and Molly's friend.
And you were a clock. A clock on the floor with your legs.
Yep. Was giving birth painful, and do you remember it, or is it a blur? Like with me specifically, I know you had 3 more after me, and I think you start to get confused.
It was very painful. I had no idea what I was doing. And they kept saying push. And when you push, you feel like you have to poop. And in my head, I'm thinking, I don't want to poop on this table. I want to have a baby. So I would hold back the pushing, hoping that you would surface yourself. And then your dad would like rub my chest because it would calm me down. And I just remember a lot of people saying, push, push. And after you came out, I looked at your dad and said, did I poop? And he said, yep.
Oh, great. I was covered in from the beginning.
Covered in I was terrified.
You at least have that much of a story. I don't know what it was, but I was 27 years ago for you. Kennedy was 2 years ago, and I'm like, I don't know what happened. I just remember I was excited. I wasn't nervous. I don't know why. I was just like, no, I'm ready for this kid. I'm ready to be a mom. I've been planning this for 9 months. Like, I'm good. I just want her out. I was scared of being in pain, and then it was the best experience I could possibly hope for. Everyone tells me the horror stories, and I'm like, no, I just like felt like I peed myself. It was a very warm sensation. She was out, and I was good. I have to keep asking Joe, how long was I in labor? Like, what day did we go to the hospital? I remember my final meal was a bagel at Tim Hortons in the lobby, and I because I knew I was about to probably be admitted, and I was like, I'm gonna enjoy it and have a bagel because I don't know the next time I'm gonna be able to eat. Right. I remember that, and then I remember nothing else. Did you ever lose me in a store or anywhere worth mentioning?
No, you were a good listener.
You sure it wasn't my separation anxiety and like my fear of everything and I just needed to be attached?
You never left our hips, ever. You were
Good.
up the butt 24/7.
Good job, KK.
Good job, KK.
What age of mine did you hate experiencing the most?
Probably like 10, 11, 12. You were a horrible human being.
What? I
want it now. And if I'm not going to get it, I'm going to secretly go in my room and call Grammy. And then you'd come out and go, my grandma's getting it for me. That was 10, 11, and 12. I wanted to rip your hair out and throw you off a bus while I was driving.
See, and there's that like memory thing again. I have no idea what age I was for what thing. I don't remember anything. I only remember things that I saw in pictures because I'm seeing it. Like I saw pictures of my first communion, and I know that I got a bike, and I know that Aunt Sherry surprised me by driving down the street or riding down the street in it or on it. Yeah. But I don't remember physically being there. It's so weird. So when you say 10, 11, 12, I'm like, when was that? Where did we live?
That's another.
I don't know
another video.
I don't even know what grade I was in when I was. Oh wait, 10.
Your brothers are 11 and 12. They're in 6 and 7.
Okay, so I got my period for the first time when I was 10. Mm-hmm. It was like the day before I started 6th grade. I remember it. So it was around that time. So guess what, Mom? I'm using that as an excuse. That time that you hated me was when my hormones were ablazing. Okay?
Oh, they were.
If you could describe me in 3 words, what would they be? And don't cheat. We're not doing hyphenated words.
I have so many words for you. My first word is hysterical. You're hysterical. With your is my favorite of all times.
Hysterical is a great trait, so I'm fine with that, but come on.
Creative. Very creative. You come up with some I don't know about.
That's good. Hysterical, creative, and
I'm like the 3 major things I'm trying to rack my brain.
You're good.
You are hysterical. You are very creative. I want to say supportive, and you know what I mean when I say that about Hera.
Yes.
I was in Pennsylvania, but I don't know if supportive is the word I'm looking for. Seems like I need a better word, but I can't think of it.
Yeah, it's hard. I'm like nurturing. I'm sympathetic. but all in one, willing, but that's not one word, like willing to take care of people.
Right.
Fine, whatever word you used is fine. So what are the three?
Hysterical, creative, and supportive.
Perfect. Oh, this is cute. What is the best part about being my mother?
Oh, best part. Oh, I'm staring at you. You're just wonderful. Well, we grew up together, I always say. Because you were a baby and I was a kid.
Yep.
So we learned a lot from each other. I learned the hip things from you, what not to say, what not to do at school dances when your daughter's dancing.
No, I get it. Because I feel the same. And even though I was older having Kennedy and it was a more, I would say, appropriate age, I still feel like I was lucky to be a younger mom.
Right.
So it's going to feel the same for me if she ever asked me that question. Like, we grew up together, like, you're my best friend, but I loved that I was able to, like, it's cool to be able to, like, decide kind of as much as you can how another human's going to turn out.
Right.
So
you just do it and hope for the best.
Right. 4 more questions. We're on number 17. And is there anything about our family history that you've kept a secret? And now I just learned that they didn't know that you were pregnant, but other than that.
You're really the mailman's kid.
You're not allowed to say the mailman thing because to this day, my father still makes comments. Like,
I know.
I never got a DNA test. I'm like, what more DNA do you need, Daniel?
He has a wallet. He has a bank account. Tell him to order the damn DNA for you and him.
So we can put this to rest.
Yes. Can we have whatever this is, a Zoom, what do we call this?
A Zoom meeting.
A Zoom meeting with you and your father and the damn DNA. Dan, order it now. And I know you're dumb sometimes, so let Cayla order it for you.
I just want to, like, maybe get Maury on here too, so he could be like, Dan, you are the father.
But anyway.
Yeah, that's great.
What was my question?
No. Oh, was
any secrets?
Is now the time to let them out when they're going to be on YouTube?
I don't have any.
It's not a secret, but I feel like a lot of people don't really understand that, like, the Bergs, we are not blood relatives to the Bergs, but they are our family because he stepped up and he was my grandpa. He was your dad when your real dad was not. And
my father left. He wanted a son. He got 3 daughters. He moved on and got another daughter. That's karma.
Yep.
He's now in the ground, way down deep in the ground where he belongs. Sorry.
Yep.
That's another karma. So Papa Bill was my dad from 5 until 30. He was my dad for 30 years. He died in 2008.
So no actual secret.
Other than I hid your pregnancy? Nope. That's a pretty big secret.
Yes. What is my worst habit?
Is it a habit or is it a
character trait?
Character trait that you don't wear pants.
Okay, listen.
You never wear pants. And if you reverse the question back to me and ask anybody in this house, how does your mother walk around? They'll say, in her underwear. I don't wear pants.
I don't like feeling confined. The world is confining enough. Okay.
The minute I get home from work, I'm naked. Tank tops and underwear is all I wear.
It doesn't matter like how incredible I feel or if I just like am slaying the game that day, looking like a fierce snack of a woman. I'm coming home and taking off the pants. I can't do it. I also don't like socks. Like, I just like to feel free.
Me too. You get it from me. No socks, no pants.
So
But you
my
have to
worst,
have underwear on because things will climb in the kuka.
yeah, exactly. So my worst trait comes from you. Back to question 1.
I'm trying to
Okay.
think, is there anything else that you do that annoys me?
Oh, lots of things. Come on, just be honest. I'm kind of like anal, I'm bossy. And I gotta stick up for myself because I don't feel like I'm bossy. I feel like
I like that you're bossy.
oh, you do? Perfect. Oh my God. Thanks for saying that because people hate it. I just don't feel like I'm bossy though. I feel like I like things a certain way.
Beep this word out. You're and I like it. That is the best trait you have.
I know, but like I don't want to be known as that, and I do know it's like it's okay to learn from things and like grow, and I know I need to fix it like within reason. I don't want to lose my backbone, but I do want to, I don't know. I just like things a certain way. It's hard to explain, and I know when someone's like mad at me in that moment, I don't know. But I feel like you know what I'm talking about because that is a negative trait that people see in you, and you're like, no, I want things a certain way. I think things through. There's like a way things should be, and when they are not that way, I get a little snippy. And then someone's gonna be like, "Oh, well, just because it's your way doesn't mean it's the right way." No, it 100% is the right way. Okay. Last 2. What is your best memory with me?
When you made me my lunch.
I know, and it was just such a teeny little thing, but even I remember that. So see, it is the little things.
But I also think you made me the lunch because you cut your damn hair. So
Was it the same day? I do not think it was the same day.
it was. It was that night.
Okay, no, I was not being
I think you knew at 4 years old that if I make my mom lunch, she will not kill me for chopping my hair off.
No. See, I have a bad memory, but I actually do remember for some reason being in that moment, and I'm like, my mom works a lot. I miss her. My dad's not cooking for her. So I feel like she needs a meal. And I was little.
The dishes were under his chair. That's probably why he didn't cook. He watched Dale and slid the plate under the chair.
Exactly. So see, I had compassion for my mom and sympathy, and I knew you were coming home from work and you were going to be hungry. It was disgusting. Let's tell them what I put on the menu for you.
It was cheese and an orange. It was an orange, and the cheese was strategically placed on top of it.
Oh, I'm just so generous. I can't even handle it.
You got your dairy and your fruit.
Exactly.
And then I went in and I said, "Why is there hair all over this bed?" And what did you say?
I couldn't get my damn barrette out.
Yep. And then I went out and said, "Dan, you didn't take her barrette out before she went to bed." She wanted it in.
We don't let the 3 and 4-year-olds make the rules, Daniel.
So I made him clean it up.
Good. Okay, final question. Question number 20. Are you happy with the way I turned out?
Absolutely. 100%.
There wasn't even a thought. Aw, thank you. But you're not allowed to put me on a pedestal because I need to be put in my place sometimes.
Oh, I do. I put you in your place.
Yeah, I know you do. But see, there's got to be a happy medium. Like I need to be put in my place, but then the other people that don't even like really appreciate all that I do should start.
I have to say, like, think back to some of your friends. We won't name names. Some are no longer friends. Some are. You're married. You have a baby. You have a house. You have a great husband who takes care of you.
No, he does. It's just.
You could have been 13, knocked up, and living in our basement still.
Aw.
So you done good.
I know. I try. The only thing I wouldn't change it because I literally hate school. I never went to college, and almost everyone I know did. But It's
How are
it's
their
not
lives different? I'm not saying that college is good or bad.
right,
How is their life different, the ones that went to college?
right,
Are they working at Wendy's? Are they
right.
working at daycares?
Are they married? Do they have kids? Do they have a house? Like,
Right.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. But
Gotta
the thing is
degree what you're meant to do with it, or
that's what I was gonna say. Like, it's also not, it's not over. Like, I
right.
have plans. I just did things a little out of order. Like, I
I went to college, but somebody made me quit because I got mud on the house.
oh my God, this is not bringing out his best traits, but we know his good traits. We do.
Are you gonna do one of these with your dad?
No, because
Because he'll probably knock me down a peg or two.
no, it's not even that. He has the attention span of a goldfish. He takes nothing seriously, and I'm not interested in asking 20 questions and the answer being,
What do you want me to say, Kay? Oh my God, you do them so good.
That's what the whole video would be. So yeah, no, thank you. But I do think, oh, here's a plug. I think it would be really fun to do my true best friends at the moment. No shade or hate to all the friends of the past or whatever. My two best friends at the moment are Lauren and Renee. And I think it would be funny to see which one of them know me better. Lauren has known me longer, but Renee, we talk literally every day, like 46 times. So I really do wonder who would know me better, or if Lauren will literally murder Renee.
Right.
If she knows more of the answers. I'm like, this is gonna need to be a ladies' night cocktail hour. I'm gonna need
Take
like
your wine, and if you
yeah,
touch your face, take a
I'm gonna
drink.
need a couple shots on backup when it starts to get a little e.
Uh-huh.
But I think it would be funny, and I think they would be down. Like, who the hell doesn't want an excuse to get your makeup done and sit and like have a little alone time? Okay, well, I want to thank my beautiful mother for being a part of this. I don't know how many people are going to even enjoy watching us, or maybe it'll give them the idea to do this with their mom, especially now if they're not going to be able to be spending physical time with them. Just a little, Q&A. I learned a lot that I wasn't expecting to learn. But so yeah, I do appreciate you, and you did a good job with me. I'm not like patting myself on the back, but and it was obviously a team effort. There were multiple factors. There was dad, there was my grandma, there was everybody else. But overall, you're my mom, and you shaped me more than you think. So I appreciate you. Thank you for teaching me the things that I do and don't want to be. It's okay to say that. Yeah, I hope Kennedy turns out even better than me, but I'd be okay if she's close. So thank you, and I will talk to you again privately in a little bit. I love you so much.
Bye.
Bye. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're gonna have to restart this. Okay.
McDonald's drive-through. And my pizza's ready. Can I eat during this process?
Yeah, is this a mukbang? I'm gonna ask. Okay.
I'm afraid to breathe.
Don't be yourself. Where's the vodka? No, that sounded stupid. A mother Q&A. Sorry, you can take a bite. Go ahead. I want to eat some Easter grass.
Is that gum?
No,
Oh, I thought it was Big League Chew.
it's the body of Christ. What? I said again, and I'm squinting.
You know what's going to happen when I'm off of here, don't you?